nerdsreviews.com presents Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking the podcast. This is your host, Marie. I'm here with Carlos and Johnny.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not going to be racist and tell you to say it in your native language.
All right, probably didn't have to bring it up, period. So.
Well, I'm just saying
good.
how much better I am than Lafayette.
Look at me, I'm not racist.
Pretty much. Look at me virtual signaling.
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway, how are you two doing? Let's talk all the
Really?
shit about Lafayette since he's not here.
All right, you start. Let's go.
All right, so topic today, how much Lafayette sucks. No, I kid.
Yeah.
No, but my surprise topic was sibling rivalries. And since he's not here, it's a little tough to do the topic. So we
You
could
should
talk.
be here shortly. So what else do you got?
Why
Best
are you looking
vacation?
around your apartment? Like,
I'm
new
thinking.
topic.
I'm thinking.
Wainscoting, is it good? Come off that shit with
Smell out of
from
here.
your head. All right, how about this?
I just did. You weren't even listening. Typical man shit.
It was stupid. We're framing vacation. Do you like Disneyland?
What is your topic?
All right.
Ooh,
I got
kicks
a
and match
really
you
good
hard.
one. I got a
Alright.
really good one.
Go,
and I
go.
think you're going to qualify for a lot of this. Are you a douchebag?
Stupid.
Are you a douchebag?
I'm not a douchebag.
No, well, I mean, I want to list off some things that people do, and then I just want to know if they're a douchebag.
All right, let's go.
Like throwing a full soda in the garbage can. Does that make you a douchebag?
That makes you a sucker. Yeah, that's horrible. That does make you a douchebag.
Right?
What about-
did
Go ahead.
did anyone here like work in the service industry where you had to take out garbage and shit? What did you do, Marie?
I worked in the service industry.
What'd you do? I mean,
I've had
stripper Jesus. Like, why are you
a
so cryptic?
significant amount of service industry jobs, okay? And they were all just as terrible. I was working at ISA and it was during youth season, and I don't know what it is about kids. They're the fucking worst. They just poop on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they don't clean it up. They put a bunch of like toilet paper on it and then put it in the trash. Like, bro, put it
I'm
in
hoping
the
this
toilet.
was at least in the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh,
What's
thank God.
ISA?
It's the place that
It's
one of the
Indoor
places
soccer
that plays
arena.
soccer. ISA 2000.
What? Oh, yeah, Marie, when you worked in the service industry, did you get a lot of tips or
I didn't
Did
work
you-
in it.
did you
No,
work the tips?
I didn't
Just
really
the
work
tip?
in.
Come on now.
Probably got
Taking so
paid in a lot more tip than I did than anything else back then.
long.
Cochina.
Cayete.
Wow.
We didn't ask for my native tongue. We asked for your native tongue.
I apologize, but you have a lot of ingredients in that ethnic soup that you have in your body. So it's like,
Just white and Mexican.
no,
More
you're
than
in
one.
I remember you saying, well, I think it's part German, and
and French. and-
there's a
It's like the
Lithuanian
jambalaya
uncle.
of races.
But I like jambalaya.
It's delicious. I'll give you that. All right.
Mm,
What about bad drivers, cutting people off?
Well,
Didn't
we
we
done
have
with
this
the
topic
douchebag
already?
list?
No, I mean,
Is this part of the list?
is part of the list.
We already did
Oh.
this one. It was pet peeves. Johnny brought this one
No,
up. And
this
he's just
isn't a
like,
pet
oh,
peeve.
it's
This is-
I'm going to disguise it as douchebaggery, but it's still pet peeves.
interrupting people, douchebag or not?
Absolutely.
Manipulation, gaslighting.
What about guys that wear that stupid like fanny pack across their chest? You know that big old.
I wear
You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, that is a whole. How much shit do you have to carry that you need
Did
this
you
big
mean that on
ass?
purpose?
Huh?
Did you mean that on purpose? Because I really have one of those.
You've not seen that? Have you seen that?
I
What do you-
have one of those.
Oh,
Let me show you. Let me
Well,
show.
I'm thinking yes. That's a douchebag.
absolutely, man. How much shit is that? No. Well,
No,
I guess
that's a
so.
fanny
That's more of a
pack, and
fanny
then you-
pack.
But you said fanny pack.
No, I know, but there's like this fanny pack that's like, it looks like a fanny pack, but it's like twice the
Satchel.
size and it almost covers your full chest. And you wear it across you like you're some sort of spy or military guy. And,
Indiana Jones has one.
well, Indiana Jones has a satchel. That's a man's bag. You be quiet.
Yeah, you got to put treasures in that thing.
Yeah, you got to put gold heads and stuff and crosses and things of that nature.
And then the fourth member of our podcast, welcome Lafayette.
Welcome.
We were just
welcome.
talking about douchebaggery and being late.
Just trying to get things settled, you know. It's
He had to
Sure,
pay
it's
his
been
Cricket
complicated.
mobile bill, and he's ready to go.
douchebaggery, huh?
Wasn't
that-
mine.
But that is true that the satchel,
goofy bag?
the satchel in
Yeah.
general. You
The
see
one
the guys
across
with the
the
satchel?
chest, though. Not,
No, the satchel's just as bad.
no, satchel's fine. That's a soft leather
No.
bag.
Mm-mm,
It
no,
hangs
that's
like a delivery bag.
Sibling
Nope,
rivalries.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Man,
That
a man
that's-
purse.
That was
Boo.
Marie's topic. Was sibling rivalries. Go
Right
ahead,
off the
Marie.
bat, didn't even need to say it.
Mm.
Today's topic is sibling rivalries.
Oh, yeah.
I think that just comes down to you think you're better than the other person.
Mhm,
Really,
mhm,
that's
mhm,
all. I mean, what else?
So why
is
don't you
there?
tell us? Why don't you tell us about it?
Oh well, obviously I'm better at sports. I'm better at drawing. I'm better at podcasting. I'm better at life. I'm better at
Wow.
walking, talking, pooping, and everything in between.
Speaking of which, did you shit in your car today?
I did.
Fucking gross
Again,
ass
better
motherfucker.
than, and probably better than you, even though we're not saying.
Yeah.
When I see a homeless person, it's a challenge. I rolled down my
That's
window.
not how you
Oh,
shit, dog.
Yeah, I rolled down my window. What? You shit in the
Watch
corner?
this. I can make a
Watch this shit.
pyramid.
I literally park in the middle of the intersection, jump out, and just shit. And he's like, "I'm top that in traffic, mother." The homeless guy's like, "I'm gonna give you $1." That's right. I earned that dollar.
He's
Yeah,
giving it to you so you can wipe your ass, you dirty bum.
you can still use it though. People will accept it. People will accept it.
Side topic. Since I'm on this keto diet, my poop schedule is a little off. So maybe like, well, I don't know, 3-4 days go by until I poop. And when I do, it's like giving birth. 7 pounds, 9 ounces, baby boy.
You're
And
supposed to eat
Yeah.
fiber with that.
I don't know, probably.
You know what you should buy on a keto diet is stool softeners.
No, I agree.
Good.
I
That's
probably
good.
should do that. But then I kind of like looking down and being like, God damn. That's
Also,
4
like
days
I
worth
like
of
how
shit."
you're like.
Oh, that. But did you look at it and go, "God damn, Lafayette and the superpowers"? I was a super pooper.
What I like though is the fact that like you make it a moment. Like before you have to use the restroom, so you walk in with streamers and put them up. You got poppers. You tell
No,
your
I
wife.
mean,
Yeah, do you
It's an
do a gender
event.
reveal?
He has
after
a
you
gender
poop?
reveal, a poop reveal. Like what is it? Like
Just a shitty kid.
do you actually use do you use like a cat litter thing to put in a bag and weigh it so you know you've lost this much weight?
Well, that led me to my invention. I don't think
Is
I'd
that
buy
an
it
Then
now.
invention, would you shit in a litter box?
Yes. Anyways, people
easier.
that cut people off are douchebags.
happened
This was
there?
this was a topic from earlier on douchebag.
Yes.
I mean,
2 minutes ago.
This was like
But
2 weeks
Marie's
ago.
topic is
This was 2 weeks ago. My
is like
topic
a-
is fresh.
it's not from 2 weeks ago.
No, your topic, pet peeves and douchebaggery.
Wait a second. I thought douchebags was like douche was the topic. Because
No, Johnny made that up. Johnny made that up. He's trying to commandeer my segment.
Wow,
He's a
commandeer
douchebag.
my segment. Wow.
So okay,
Johnny's
so
a Nazi.
sibling rivalry.
Hey,
So,
fuck you guys,
Marie-
my invention.
You're a
So, like,
Oh yeah,
podcast
your
what you would-
Nazi.
invention. What's
what-
your
what-
invention?
What you would do is like drain the toilet and then put this sticker down, and it's got measurements and
Oh
like.
my! Wow.
if
Oh,
I
you
was-
mean
if
you
I
mean
was
you
in
mean
the
you mean put
army-
the sticker in the toilet though?
Yeah.
Got it,
So
got it,
like
got it,
you know,
Some poop is
it'll have a
more dense than
reference.
the other poop.
You know though, if you're like on a legit like good diet, you can have like yogurt poop, like soft serve.
Like it's gonna come out easy. It's gonna be like, and it's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be like a soft serve. Like it's gonna be like, yeah, that's a lot. That's amazing. If your diet's horrible, it's gonna be dark and freaking big old logs. And
What if it's a floater? How you gonna? It's like moving around. Like how you gonna measure that?
yeah, it's like avoiding your little.
Back to the
Thicker.
drawing board.
No, well,
Yeah.
it's all about
What a
the length,
douchebag.
because
This was Shark Tank. No money for you. Mr. Wonderful will be like, okay, I
That's what
want
you need to do,
90%.
man.
I want $2
Weigh
off
yourself
every sticker
before you
sold.
get on the toilet, and then weigh yourself when you get off.
There you go. Wow.
No,
Wow.
I
Wow.
brought this up to one of my buddies who's like a smart guy, and then he got all scientific on me. Well, you can't really do that because of this and that, and it's made up of this, and there's densities involved. And
So
shit.
then you
guys
brought
are-
it to the podcast to see what we would say.
Yeah, I
To
like
give
how
you validation.
my favorite
I
part
was bringing this up to people. I don't know, maybe not as smart as my friend.
my favorite
So-
part is
I
that
just
though.
said
My friend is
density.
really
I
smart.
just
He
said
broke it
density.
down. No, I was like, my friend broke
Spell
it
it.
down, but then I came on
Look,
here.
I
and
just
I'm
didn't want to
like,
hurt your feelings. Let you know
I
that was a
get your
stupid ass idea. 'Cause we're friends, you know. Your buddy said the same thing, but he used more scientific terms.
So you're not in? Is that what I'm hearing across
Are
the
you
board?
looking for investment? Is this some sort of Shark Tank?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
have
I
to
think it's-
pass on
it's
that
a
one.
Shark Tank. Yeah, he
It's
thinks
just
a
yeah,
Shark-
I'll have to pass.
shit
Tank, poop tank.
the poop tank.
Yeah, it,
Mine is
it
just the eye
passed.
test. I just look at it and go, that was good. That was good. Oh, not so good. Not so good. I should have bought one of Johnny's stickers to validate my poop. What a douche thing to own.
All right, I'll give that to you. That goes right up there with throwing a full soda into a garbage can.
That's right. Wait, who threw a full soda into a garbage can?
Don't worry about
Fucking
it.
douchebags.
Don't worry about it.
That's what guys
Oh, don't you hate it
It's
when
old
you
news.
have a party and then like every can you pick up is like just popped open, almost like they took one sip and went for another soda?
Well, that's a party
Hate
thing
that
though,
shit.
because you'll take a bottle of water too. You'll drink like a third, put it on a table, have some mingling time, and then be like, "Where's my water? Oh fuck, I don't know. Let me grab another one." You just grab another one, and then you just do the same shit again until someone says, "Hey, bro, climate change."
You're
Oh, my
unrivaled.
bad. So, that's
Marie,
what-
do you have any siblings?
hmm
how many?
Oh, and how's that?
Doesn't matter.
rivalry?
We're not going to talk about it. We're going to start talking
How
about
is
Johnny's
that
poop
rivalry?
again.
No, we're talking about
Oh,
your siblings'
wow.
poop and your rivalry. Go ahead, go.
I don't talk about my siblings' poop, but the sibling rivalry. Yeah, I do have an older brother. He's 3 years older than me.
Okay.
I'm like so.
Wow,
I'm
that's
so
a
turned
good
off
story.
by. I was so turned off by you guys now, and you're like taking my segment away. He was like, "Are you going to be here this week, Carlos? Are you going to be here this week? Oh, you're not going to be here next week. Oh my god!" And then now I'm finally here, and I'm talking about it, and you guys totally stole my whole vibe, my whole
Wait,
juju, my whole
so
Thunder?
everything.
Did we steal
So
your
your-
thunder?
Yes.
So your segment was the douchebag stuff.
No,
No, that was
sibling
Johnny.
rivalry.
Oh, sibling rivalry was yours.
Look,
oh,
let me
how about
tell
we just
you,
jump on
this
that
is how
after
we
the
work with a
break
sibling
then.
Because
rivalry.
I'm
No, She has to
leaving.
take off.
Oh,
So-
quick, go. Tell me why you hate your brother.
No, I was talking about you guys because Carlos was saying that, oh, Lafayette thinks he could do the show better than anyone and
That's
blah,
true,
blah,
yeah.
blah. And he's such a dick sometimes. And I
Yep.
was like, this is perfect.
Look, here's how it goes. I have 3 brothers.
I mean, you just said a bunch of facts.
3 of us talk to each other. One is kind of a black sheep. We don't really talk to him much, but that's his choice. He's kind of antisocial.
Does he have his own podcast?
No, it'd be like this. Welcome. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Oh, call me too. I fix cars, and then that's the show.
And
Oh, he's one of those. He's one of those.
anyway, and I'm sure this goes on. If Lafayette calls my older brother, they're talking shit about me. If I call Lafayette, I'm talking shit about him. If Lafayette
Wait,
calls,
if you call me talking shit about me,
Well,
what?
this is
About-
why I
no,
said
about
sibling
Paul.
rivalries.
and then if Paul calls me, we're talking shit about Lafayette.
No, nobody talks shit about me.
Just how it
Johnny,
is.
do you have any douchebag
That's not how it
siblings?
works.
That's a douchebag thing right there, Johnny. Oh, I'm coolest. Nobody ever says anything about me. I'm the best. I have puffy hair, and I'm always late.
I do have puffy hair. Yep. And I thought I had cat hair on my face, but I realized I'm just growing white hair on my face, and I was not happy about that. So, yeah, for 30 years old, I look like an old man.
What about
So-
John? Shut the fuck up.
Numbers don't add up, man.
What about Johnny, you and your brother? I can't say you and your sister because she's just better than both of you.
That is true.
What about you and
she's pretty
your-
good.
Yeah. What about you and your brother?
Well, there was a pretty big rivalry as we were younger. He used to beat the shit out of me all the time. And then we all signed up for Taekwondo, and then he just learned new ways to kick the shit out of me. But now, I'm in better shape than him. I think I could take him. I kind of want to rematch, but then why bother, right?
Are you losing weight, Johnny?
I buy bigger clothes, and then
Hey, that's not bad.
I just fish for compliments. That's what I do.
Very good. You buy like funhouse mirrors?
No.
Yeah. So, do you just only wear black? That helps
Yes.
too. Only wear black.
That's why his neck
Yeah.
looks skinnier, is because he's got
I
that
had-
black tank top on.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me that one time at a trade show.
True.
Man, you look like you lost a bunch of weight. I said, no, I'm wearing black. And he just started laughing. I was like, bro, if anything, we're going to gain weight this weekend. Yeah. And I did.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, that's all my story. It's better than
Story.
Marie's Sibling Rivalry story because she
What
don't have
about-
one.
Yeah, but I remember Johnny and Bobby had, Bobby always, tell us the story if you don't mind about when you were slurping everything.
So, he didn't tell me to, or he didn't ask me to stop slurping my food. He just looked over, stop slurping. And I looked at him with plate full of spaghetti or whatever. And I just, and he socked the shit out of me. And it hurt a lot. And then he got up and left. And then 10 minutes later, him and my sister leave, and he comes back 2 hours later with the cast on his hand. I was like, all right, well, I guess that's what you get. Don't ever kick my ass again. Yeah, we had a pretty big rivalry. He was kind of a douche. I was a douche. I would always lie and say I didn't do something, and he'd get his ass kicked by my mom. So
You're the liar.
No, that's right. We've covered this.
we know that. I used to. I don't do that anymore. I have integrity, ethics.
Yeah, you're a cop. Are you the older one or the younger one?
The younger one.
Oh, and so you used to get away with the shit. Okay, I'm the younger one too, and
So you used to get away with a lot of shit.
I didn't do anything though. My brother would always do shit and then get his ass into trouble, and then I'd cry, and then he'd be in trouble. I think the one time I did something though, he had just gotten his wisdom teeth pulled out, and he was being mean to me, and so I was like, okay, he's vulnerable, and I slapped him in the face. And the day that he had his wisdom teeth taken, that's the only time I was ever able to get him. But he's
That's kind of fucked up, right?
He's 3 years older than me, and he was so mean to me all the time. Like he'd pin me down, write on my forehead with Sharpie, fart on me, do all kinds. Oh, I'll pull you in the wagon. It'll be your turn next time. And then I'd never get my turn in the wagon. He was just an older douchey brother. And so that was my one time to get him, and I am proud of it.
Do you want your turn in the wagon? You want me to pull you around the block a couple of times?
I've
your
been
dad gonna
around the
hear
block
this?
a couple of times.
Hey, whoa.
Not
First
that
of all, we
wagon,
don't want to hear
not
that.
wagon. Not the hoe
Yeah.
train.
No, you don't even know how many
Go
times you
train.
fell off that wagon.
Oh, that's fall off the wagon. Everybody got that one? That was a good one, actually.
Look at how the two topics tied in together: sibling rivalry and douchery.
Mhm.
Yeah, not bad. Marie's brother was a douche for not giving Marie a ride in the wagon. Good job.
How's your
Good.
relationship
And every
now?
other one of you guys is a
Wait,
douche.
how's that a douche
Goddamn
move,
right.
though?
I don't know. That's what she said. She said
Because
was a
he would
douche.
do it all the time. He'd like if my grandma had a wagon and then my other grandma had like this little sled thing, and I'd always fall for it. Like, pull me first and then I'll pull you second. And then he never pulled me.
What is your take? What is a douche?
Something that you stick in a vagina to clean it out.
Come on, we know that already.
Are
Like,
you
in the
sure?
sense of what's a douche? Like what's a
tool,
person?
Someone
tool.
who does
Okay, good
shitty
one.
things. I don't know, like an asshole, but on a different level of asshole. I don't know. Does anyone even use that word still?
What word?
Which word?
douche.
Asshole?
Yeah, all the time. That dude's a douche.
Douchebag,
A
toolbox.
douche is a person that
asshole.
thinks he's basically better than everyone else, and he acts like he acts like a dick. And then to him, that's just how it, like to him, it's cool. Like, yeah, no, I'm the cool guy. Like, no, you're just a dick. You're a douche. And if you
It's
dress
dick,
like a douche,
ass.
yeah, well, dick, douche, yeah, those three go together. And then, then there's a thing about, guys that look like douches, like wears a fanny pack across his chest and wears fucking what's that thing? What do you call those? The pants only go like as far as like halfway down.
Capris, like those
Capris.
Capris, yeah, guys that wear capris and guys that wear boat shoes and or I love the guys that wear matching sweatsuits and everything matches. His hat matches his Clipper sweatsuit, and he has the fanny pack, and he has The boat shoes. It's so LA. So many douches
Is
out
that
here.
the Crocs? Or what are
Oh,
both?
that's a
Crocs
that's a
are
douche thing too.
horrible.
When you walk out the house and you're wearing basketball shorts with your How the Grinch Stole Christmas high socks and your Crocs, and then and you just think
So
I look
if you're
cool.
not in the medical or food service industry, you can't wear Crocs. Is that
I
what
think
I'm
you
hearing?
can wear Crocs if the rest of your outfit. I think Croc goes with like kind of like board shorts and like a button-up shirt, like a button short sleeve, almost like you're going to the beach to hang out a little bit. I think Crocs is more like a hangout
Crocs
thing.
should only be used in the house. They should never leave
First
the
of
front
all, you don't
door.
wear shoes in the house.
You never leave the front door.
They're called
Johnny,
chunkless.
Johnny, do you wear shoes?
They're called
in the
what?
house?
Or
Chunkless.
slippers.
Yeah.
Slippers, or what do you, is it? No, that's not flip flops, is it? Yeah, flip flops.
Yeah.
Chunkless. They're house slippers.
No, I know. Believe me, Johnny's house had a ton of them growing up. I mean, ton of them. A matter of fact, his brother lives in those things.
On flip flops, blue.
He
flip-flops.
does.
If you're in the
Blue
house,
flip-flops.
like I don't know.
He lives in them everywhere he goes.
Still.
But you have
this
house
day.
shoes and then you have outdoor shoes.
I don't wear shoes in the
and-
house. I don't know. I just take my shoes off and socks is how I roll.
That's weird.
How's that weird? I would wear shoes in the house.
Because they're
Why
house
wouldn't you?
shoes.
In case there's a fire, you need to run out the door.
My concern
need
is not my
shoes.
shoes
Fuck
that I'm
shoes.
wearing. I'm concerned about just getting out of the
My
house.
concern would be the shoes. I don't want to step
Man,
on rocks or
straight-
glass.
What if there's molten
water-
hot lava on the floor?
Holy
Mm.
shit. This is a bunch of douche talk now. Your house is on fire. Hold on. Let me pick my shoes out.
Well, that's the reason why you have the shoes on in the first place, so you don't have to pick them up.
No, I just run
Backwards
out of the
ass.
house. I just leave. How would I pick them up with my hands and run out of the house and put them on when I'm
You
outside?
do whatever you got to do. Just,
That means I'm not wearing shoes in the house.
Back to Johnny's question real quick. How
Johnny,
was
what?
the
You had a
relationship between you and your brother, Marie?
Currently.
I mean, I see him a handful of times a year at
You know,
family events.
What if your
You're
dad
going with it,
hears
You're like,
this?
it's cool. I got my fill.
He knows.
okay.
They know. That's not my choice. That's my brother's choice. He's like, bitch, stay over there.
Is he a douchebag?
Does he qualify?
So he's totally like a romantic.
Oh, yeah. Total. Non-binary.
So when it comes to family,
cisgender.
we're a little on the back burner. You know what I mean?
Wait, why?
Because of whatever relationship he's in, or
He's doing whatever she wants to do. You know, he talks now about how like, oh, I never wanted kids. Like when he was with his past wife, they were going to have a save the marriage baby. But now this wife doesn't want kids. And it's, oh, I never wanted kids. And it's like, okay. He's just that guy. He's a chameleon.
Is he in the
all guys
area?
are like that in a way, as far as relationships go. I mean, my Match.com profile is going to tell you a lot of shit that I don't really like to do. And I'm a chameleon too when it comes to relationships, or I used to be.
Uh-huh. There
I would
you go,
take up
cat's out of the
smoking.
bag.
I would.
You take up smoking for somebody? What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, it's not
You'd
like
smoke
I
some
had
crack.
never smoked before, but
You
then
had to.
if they were,
Was it social smoking?
yeah, I would think so. I mean,
Yeah, no go here. Nope. No peer pressure, man. Nobody's putting drugs in my hand, bro. Yeah, I don't even touch alcohol.
what kind of after school special is this turned into?
No one wants to live that life.
Yeah, man. I'm the worst person to take to a bar. The worst.
Well, you could be
I
the driver.
don't drink.
Yeah, you're the.
But nobody's
DD.
thinking that though. All they do is all night.
I
You sure,
am.
you sure you don't want to drink?
I
You sure?
am.
Sure you no, because we've heard a story from you that if someone offers you a ride home, you think it means something else. We know this story, okay?
Oh, stop it. Who remembers shit like that?
I mean, that was like 2 episodes
I
ago.
don't
I
know,
remember
yeah,
that. Yeah, I mean, I just heard it.
Just
Well, it
fall off the
depends-
wagon. It's fine. Just fall off the wagon. You'll be right.
That is true. You'll be like, "Can I get a ride home? Give me a drink. I'll take a drink." Like right away. Like,
Who would want to
I
give
don't
me a
think-
ride home?
I don't think I would want Lafayette as my driver. You're kind of judgmental.
This is true, man. He's a
I
horrible
am.
driver.
I am a
Oof.
judgmental. I would
If I'm
judge you.
buzzing and like I gotta imagine if your Uber driver was just like, "Ooh, I can't believe you made out with that chick." I'm like, "Fuck you, Uber driver, just take me home."
Not even that. I
One
would
star.
somehow judge your driving skills, even though I'm driving.
No, I can see that.
You can see that. Yeah, and plus I drive like somebody said, "Hey, NASCAR starts in 3, 2, 1." So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
no kidding. Jeez.
Speaking of 3, 2, 1, we'll be right back after the break.
Put your hands up and you drink right now, cause I know that you wanna get down. Ain't no time for the water to hold you up, cause at this moment we about to turn up. So welcome to the venue, what's on the menu? Party, drinking, no need to pretend to. Acting like you're too fly, front like a tough guy. When the beat's this dope, take it in and let her ride. This is that cruising, laid back music. Holla at the girl like you the one I'm choosing. You can get lit, have game, let it spit. We came to party all night, never stop, don't quit. And take my advice, if you had too much, DJ rewind it and start it back up. And the party ain't over till they kick us out. And at that point, yo, party in my house. Yeah, you know.
welcome back to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos and Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. We're the only ones left, the survivors. Hey, Johnny. Are you douchebag?
No.
Good. Cleared that one up. All right, next, finances. Everybody has this, has a story, has even crypto. We'll talk about a little bit of crypto, talk about finances and when you were young, your stupid shit you bought and you never used and the mistakes you made even with credit cards and what young people can learn from this segment here on Nerds Talking the podcast. And even now, maybe something you bought recently that you're like, I'm fucking never using that shit. Like, God damn it. Like, you know, what is something you may have bought recently that you feel like you wasted money on that? Or you ever waste money? Like, for instance, today, I went to a 7-Eleven and the guy that owns it was like, hey, man, buy scratchers. Like, man, I don't really play scratchers. No. The guy's like, this one lost 10 times in a row. This one's a winner. How much is it? It's $20. Okay, whatever. I'll try it. I guess what? I won $20. So I was like, let me get another one. Like, it's like a drug dealer. And I lost $20. And I walked out going, fuck, I just spent $20 for nothing. I got nothing out of it. That's dumb. But that's gambling, right?
How did you feel when you got that 20?
Just like, should I take the get another ticket or take my money and run?
Should I break even or get out of here?
Yeah. And I played it the smart way.
Yeah. As you should.
Mm-hmm. I think you should. I think if you win at lotto, like say you won $5, $6, like on an actual lotto ticket, you should buy another lotto ticket. Like reinvest in yourself, people. That's what this whole
one time
segment's
Bobby
about.
bought they were the dollar scratchers and they came in a pack and he bought the
Mhm.
whole pack, which was $250. So we spent, I don't know, half hour or so scratching all that shit, and he ended up losing 150-ish. And then there was shit all over the table.
Was this the same time he this fucking idiot? Is this the same time he bought it and had a mutual friend of ours, a Mexican person, scratch him because
I remember
Mexicans
that.
win lottos?
Mexican,
same
You know,
time?
he was kind of offensive like that, but she scratched away.
I know. I
So-
remember that night. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, yeah,
He's
that
like,
was that same
oh,
night.
Mexicans
And it was
I
win
remember
lottos.
that happened at a bowling alley. We were bowling one time, a bunch of us, and my buddy bought a ticket. Well, you guys know Raymond, and he gave it to me and goes, scratch. He's like, why? Because brown people win lottos. And then I won like $75. And I gave
Yeah,
it
but
back
you're
to
just as
him.
brown
Oh.
as he is. Filipino.
Yeah, he
He's
might be-
darker
he's
than-
darker than me.
all of us combined.
Yeah, but it doesn't. He don't care. It was about the Hispanic side of it. That's what he was going towards. That.
Did he give you a cut?
No, I got nothing. What's the
Son of
most
a
you won
bitch.
on a scratcher though?
$90.
Oh, I got 100.
Mm.
Yeah,
maybe
Johnny.
maybe 40.
You know anybody that's won big on a scratcher?
I used to work at Bel Air in the customer service office, so
Oh yeah,
people
so
would
you
cash
know.
their stuff in all the time. But the biggest one I saw was maybe like 15 or 2,500, something like that.
Yeah, a buddy of mine won 55,000
Dang.
2 days after he got fired from his job.
Damn.
Yeah.
Lucky,
he got-
lucky.
But this dude he was addicted to scratchers. Like he'd buy like every day $200 worth of scratchers.
Oh, dang.
And he'd only buy like the $20 ones because he said, I'm always gonna either break even or make like $50. And he would. I'm like, damn, like
There's always that hope.
mhm.
And then my brother was probably worse at it than everyone because he would always make plans with his money. Or when like that night
Oh,
when
before-
he was offensive, he was like, "Oh, all right, when I win, I'm gonna buy you this. I'm gonna buy you this.
I like how
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
yeah,
you
yeah,
this."
yeah.
And then we're gonna. I mean, at the same time, like being offensive, like saying, "Hey, you're Mexican. You're gonna help me win." Like,
But
I'll
the
make
best
up for it when I give you
Uh,
money. Is that okay, Mexican? Like,
Remember
okay,
when
Mexicans.
he'd buy those magazines, like a high end, like I don't know what magazine it was, but it had like it'd show off like rich people stuff, like boats and cars and houses.
yeah.
And he would buy that shit all the time. And like, yeah, when I win, I'm gonna get this, and I'm
That's
gonna
so
get page
weird.
7 and everything on
I'm gonna
page
get
32.
page 7. Oh, so it was so he bought it like it was a catalog to order shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how he dreamt. That's how he dreamt through this magazine.
My favorite part is when I buy a lotto ticket and I'll be like, "Oh, these numbers are horrible. Like, give me my money back." I'm like, "There's no such thing as bad numbers. It's random as shit." Like people that play the same numbers over and over and never win. I mean, but those are random too. But there's no pattern to the lotto. People just want to throw it out there.
I heard
Shit.
a comparison one time where winning the lottery is like going to the airport and getting a random ticket on a random airplane to say, I'm going to go to New York. And then when you get to New York, go to a random apartment complex and then knock on a random door. And if the person that answers the door is somebody that you know, that's the odds of winning the lotto.
Oh yeah, same as being raped by a goat.
What? I
Just saying.
don't know if that's the
I don't see
same
the
thing.
correlation. I don't.
And then it depends on where you live, though, too, right?
That's true.
That's true.
It's
No
like
goats
go.
area.
It's my turn now. Like,
Yep. I mean, I go to goat fields all the time and just wait.
Hmm.
So, anyway,
You
finances.
always wanted to be a shepherd.
I
I had my own flock. I wish I had my own flock.
wish I had my own flock. Oh my god.
I'd flock the hell out of them.
Wow. Wow.
clever.
Clever. So finances. So, growing up, I was addicted to credit cards and I would collect the shit out of them. I had like 35 of them. And I just collect them the way they looked. I had like 5 American Express. Oh, you know what I had? A Discover card. Who has one of those? Loser. Oh, Carlos has one or had one?
I had
Supposedly,
one. I don't
at one point in time, it was difficult to get because your credit had to be good. I think because when I worked at Radio Shack, we had our own credit card, and that's what my manager had told me. So no, Discover cards are supposed to be elite, but I think they lowered their standards over the years. And same with the Sears credit cards; those guys were denying all kinds of people.
I see less and less, like, like a third of people don't take American Express. But Discover, man, people really don't take Discover that much.
No.
Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, so a lesson is don't collect credit cards and then spend them all, thinking that you don't have to pay it back. That'd be my lesson.
I did that. I had it was this little book where you're supposed to put like business cards, if you collect people's business cards. This thing was stacked with credit cards, man. Because I used to be on college campuses and you just walk by, they throw you a card. Oh, you're approved. Oh, you're approved.
That's the first one that got me. There was like 25%. I'm like, what a deal. Thank you. And that was the first one. And then the malls with their store credit cards, like Structure had one.
Yeah. When you check out, will you be using your store credit card for this?
Yeah, you get an extra 10% off.
You can get one today.
Oh, yeah, that 10% every time.
I feel like me and Carlos might have gone on a couple of trips where we're just going to these stores and paying the minimum. Like, I don't know. It seems like something that we would do because I did it for years because I didn't have enough money to pay for all my shit. So I was doing the minimums and then I wouldn't mail in the checks. I would just go to Structure, give them $15 and move on to Target, give them $10.
The worst thing you can do.
Yeah. And then when I finally paid those off and got rid of them, then they started coming out with like nostalgic credit cards, like a Lakers credit card, San Francisco Giants credit card. I'm like, well, I got to have that. So just open the door back up. They get you every time.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. It's the worst.
One time I went to like a Sports Authority or something like that, and I brought my little collection of credit cards. And I bought a pair of Nikes, and I went to the counter, and I gave the guy a card. It didn't go through. Don't worry about that. Try this one.
Oh, I went to.
And then he did, and that one worked. I'm like, cool. I'm out.
See, that's the worst. The one I got like spent way too much money at was what the hell's that music store? The
Tower?
music. No, the music where you buy like instruments and shit. What's it called?
Skips.
The other one, the bigger one.
Guitar Center.
Guitar
There
Center.
you go. Guitar Center gave me like a 10,000 line of credit, and I'm going
Jesus.
there and I'm buying like these big old 12-track recorders and like 2 mics and like $500 headphones. I'm like super
Starting
cool.
your own studio.
Yeah, and the shit just like look at my bill. I'm like, oh shit, just walked out here with $3,500 worth of shit. I'll come back and pay the $50 next month.
Have you guys ever gone through that credit card raffle on a date? That shit's kind of embarrassing. That shit is kind of embarrassing.
Oh, explain it. Yeah.
Sir, do you have another card?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh no. No.
Sir.
You should have been like, pick a card, any card, and just fan them out. Just grab one, man. Good luck.
Oh, it got to a point where it was everything was so high that I just had to like put them all away. Just go cold turkey, like no more credit cards. Like, oh, tell you people.
All right, let's go back real quick. So what happened on that date, Johnny? Did you?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think the smart thing would have been to acknowledge it and joke about it. It's like, hey, date 2, maybe you could chip in, or yeah, better luck next time. But for some reason, there was never a date 2, and it happened probably like 2 or 3 times. Different people.
That's harsh.
Yeah,
I would have used the excuse. I would have grabbed from the guy. Oh, this one's expired. I just put it away.
Oh yeah,
and
wrong
then,
one. Sorry, man.
Yeah, wrong one. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I must have just spent a bunch of money on those orphan children I just saved. So yeah,
You should have been like, Bobby. Oh man, I grabbed the wrong wallet. Oh, my bad.
No, because he would have paid for it. He would have afforded it
because it would have worked. That's one thing about my brother. He's pretty cheap in everything, but he's good with money.
Well, I think you spend money also on like doing shit, like in the sense of you're busy outside of your home life.
If you have a social life, yeah.
Yeah. And if you have hobbies, and your brother's not really, none of those 2 things apply to him. So that money's not, because I was like that. I would like I'd go out. Oh yeah, let's get some dinner. I'm like, hey, I got this, fellas. Throw the card out.
I've been there thinking I was the life of the party.
And then it comes back. You're like, oh fuck. And then you guys go to the bar next, and they look at you. You got this one? I got this round. And they all order like 2 drinks each, and it's like, oh man. I mean, they should have just roofied me right there and brought a freaking goat out.
So that was one of my pet peeves now.
Getting roofied.
No, roofies are awesome. Cherry flavored roofies.
Eat them like candy.
No, when you go out to dinner in a big group and they don't like split the checks or whatever, and then everyone is just fumbling. I never liked that. So to alleviate that, I would be like, all right, I got this. You guys just pay me later or whatever.
Oh, but I hate the guy that doesn't pay.
Yeah,
like
if
he
you
tags
go out
along,
enough, then you know who that person is, and like
and I get it.
$30 bill, they give you 20.
Yeah.
Got the rest.
Yeah, no, but I get it if like, we're really close friends, and he just looks at me. You got me this time? Yeah, I got you this time. But if there's that one guy that always comes along, and his portion is $15, and he throws $5 on the table, and you're like, well, what's up with that? Oh, I got the tip, bro. No, no, I got the tip, bro. Okay. Like that's what she said, but it's just we all had a friend growing up, and we know this guy, and he did it at Denny's one time. We all went out to Denny's, and
which friend was this?
He lived across the street from us, and he was
start with the B?
I don't think it was Denny's. I think it was.
Was it Denny's?
Perry's, Mr. Perry's.
Oh, Perry's. Either way, it's like a Denny's.
Oh yeah.
And he said he was only going to pay for what he ate.
Yeah, he goes, I didn't finish it all. I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. So it's almost like he looked at his plate as $12. Yeah. Looked at his plate as $12 and go, I've only probably eaten about $3 of this. We're good with that, right, guys?
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Back to finances. Cryptocurrency. Johnny, do you have cryptocurrency?
I have $10 invested in NFTs, the NBA
No,
Top Shot.
Oh,
I didn't
No,
see it.
that's the same.
That
That's
is-
it's
not the same.
It's the same thing. It's
No,
the
it's
same
not.
thing.
It's not the
That's
same.
Look, man.
almost like a Bitcoin. And if anyone wants to buy it from me, give me a call.
Nobody wants your
Earlier, you
fucking
said, "Have you ever
NFTs.
wasted money on something?" I've wasted money, and I've been like, "Man, I was wasting money," but I've never felt so crappy. Like I've wasted money. Like when I bought a pack of these stupid ass NBA NFT cards. It was
You're-
only
you're-
$9, but god damn it, I feel so ripped off. Oh my
More
god.
so than a strip club.
No, I can take home memories. This NFT thing, man, it only brings bad memories. I lost $9.
You can take home a Andrew
Horrible.
Wiggins 3-point shot.
No, you can't. You can't. You don't. You don't own any of that. It stays on the NBA server.
No, it's just
That's
it's
It was
yeah,
such a waste of money.
NFTs. Yeah, no, this
Oh my God.
yeah.
And
But
they're making money hand over
yeah.
fist on this thing. And you know what else is new?
Hmm.
Listen to this shit. So, Kobe Bryant gifted LeBron James a pair of shoes when he was in high school. Somehow the NBA got these shoes. Now, you can own a piece of equity of these shoes. You can pay $10 for a piece of equity in these shoes.
Are they
You
going
don't
to cut
actually
it up?
own the shoe, huh?
Are they going to cut it up?
Yeah, they're
like-
gonna
no, no,
auction.
no,
Are they
no.
gonna
You
auction
just-
it?
I have no idea, but you can just buy a piece of the shoe, meaning you just invested into the shoe. That's it. That's all you get for $10.
Huh.
How does
Like,
it
is this
gain
what's
value?
going on? Yeah, I have no idea, but I'm sure people did it. Oh, I own a pair of Kobe's shoes that he gave to LeBron or some
Like
bullshit.
it's
And
stock. Like I have 10% of his shoe.
Like stock, yeah.
Can we
Oh,
NFT the show?
yeah. We are, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A. NFTs. Oh, crypto, because it's taking a shit now. That's why if anybody had crypto. Because crypto is
It
just
just bounced back.
I mean, it
I
didn't
did
bounce
hear
back
a
that
success
much
story
though.
with the crypto.
Oh, I did. Well, go ahead, give me one before we take a break.
Well, this is closely related. So, a guy from work, his brother's beat partner was telling him that, or this happened to his brother's beat partner. He had cryptocurrency from a long time ago, from when Bitcoin was early,
Mhm, mhm.
and he ended up cashing out for 19 mil and quit his job.
Hell yeah. You know what? Because when he got it early, he got that like 20-cent Bitcoin.
I mean,
Or even a $20 Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
19 mil. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a little bit, and I mean, I think if I were him, I'd quit too. I mean, you guys would
Yeah,
quit
yeah.
your jobs, right?
Oh
Hell yeah.
no, I wouldn't. I
I'd
wouldn't
buy
quit my
the
job.
neighborhood, set it on fire. Fuck
Not
this
my
place.
job, because my job is it's kind of has an end date. So no. But yes, if I had a permanent job, I would I would hit the bricks. You know what I'm saying?
Where would you
Hit
go?
The bricks. Oh, I would live where I live now. I would just buy a nice house in Manhattan Beach, and I would just
Mm.
chill and ride my bike up and down the beach, and fucking.
You gotta be careful though, because if they recognize you, they're gonna jump in front of your bike and try and sue your ass.
Oh, that's 19 million. You hurt me.
Yeah, no. But see, I wear Crocs to the beach with my board shorts and my buttoned up short sleeve shirt. So you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
Mm.
cool.
And your
Right.
calf high
So-
socks.
But the consensus is Crocs are okay. But you just can't wear them outside unless you
Man.
have
Wear 'em
board
out the
shorts.
door,
Like,
man. They don't go out the
Man.
front
I,
door.
I almost
Mhm.
bought some, but then I was like, I don't
Were
know.
they,
what's
hey, were they
current
were they the real
trend.
Crocs? Because like you could buy like the knockoff at Walmart and Target and shit.
The
I
alligator.
bought some Adidas Crocs and they're
Okay.
garbage.
It's not even that. It's Crocs are just. I could never wear them. I don't know what it
They
is.
Going out of the house in Crocs is like going out of the house in like PJs.
Socks and no, it was like going
You
to the house
know?
with socks
It's
and
it's
flip
equivalent.
flops. Yeah,
Oh yeah, socks and sandals. I'm like, do
yeah, it's the same
not-
thing. Yeah.
If
Do
you're
not leave
comfortable,
your house
though,
in Crocs, man.
what if you're comfortable? Like,
You're not supposed to be that comfortable when you get out, when you go outdoors, okay?
Like I
Because you're
said,
supposed to
that's
be like
why.
on your toes, alert. Shit could go down. You're not running
Like
away
your house
in
could catch
Crocs. You're gonna
fire.
lose one. Then you're gonna be limping. You're gonna be like hobbling when you're running because you lost a Croc. And
Why don't you
know
take the other
what
one
I'm saying?
off? Why don't you just take the other one off?
Fucking
Because
Bear
you don't wanna
Grylls
lose
over
both.
here. He's just telling me how to survive going to Walmart. You might have
Because you don't want to
hit
lose
some-
both Crocs. Nobody ever
No,
wants
wait a
to lose
second.
both.
No. Johnny just found a loophole. Yes, you could wear them to Walmart. So you good.
I would agree. I don't think there's ever been a time where I went to Walmart and been like, "Is this okay for Walmart? Should I go home and change?"
Exactly.
Nah, fuck that. Dick's hanging out. Fuck it.
Remember that time
I'm not
I
the
told
only
you?
one.
Remember I told you when I pissed myself in my work van?
Yeah.
Which
I went
time?
straight to Walmart and shopped. Just walked
and
around.
shopped.
Well, you guys have the Crocs. Like,
Did you have somebody come up to you and go, "Oh, you too, bro"? Oh,
yeah, you too, bro. Oh, I
Looking at
feel
your
you.
pants.
You got the lotto numbers. Like,
But you know that story you told about the 19 mil? I mean, how does it feel to take imaginary money and turn it into real money?
that's the greatest
That's
thing ever.
amazing. That's
That's-
absolutely amazing.
It's the reason why China banned cryptocurrency, because they basically said, we're not going to give you real money because you had a server somehow get you virtual money that someone made up on their server and then hit across the whole internet, and you have to find it by. It's crazy. You know how mining works?
No.
I mean,
Yeah. Don't-
mining works. Your computer, your server constantly, almost like the lotto, it constantly dishes out like 12 digits over and over and over nonstop. And then it has to actually hit a matching number to mine something. So your computer constantly just keeps on trying to match these random numbers. And when it hits it, it mines it. And you have to run a computer all day long, like
What
all
does that
day.
mean it mines it. What does that
So
mean?
basically, you've obtained that crypto now. It's yours, but
Okay,
it's like
it's still not worth anything.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm trying to explain to you how dumb it is that people are turning around and turning basically nothing into, hey, will you pay me for this? Yeah, I sure will. Thank you. And then I guess I can't blame people that invest in crypto and then they cash out, because I'm like, someone's stupid enough to pay you for it. So take advantage of it. Like, but that's again why countries like India banned all cryptocurrency, and China did it. That's why Bitcoin took a shit, because they're like, oh shit, the country with the most people don't want to use our money. Like, yeah, because they don't want to give you their real money for your computer money. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So if you run a computer all day mining, the most you'll make on that one computer is going to be like $23 in cryptocurrency.
But there's still the dark web, which will take the cryptocurrency. I mean, you can't get on the dark web and be like, I'm going to send you a money order and you send me
Iron
these
assassin.
drugs.
But if you use
For 50 G's, I looked it up.
well, if you use the app crypto or crypto.com, you can just convert your actual crypto into like a Visa card.
Huh.
That's all. And I was telling my buddy that when you swipe that card, you don't know how much crypto you actually have, because it may have went down that day, it may have went up, you may not have enough of what you're trying to buy. It's like playing a game.
Somebody could have fucking took $19 million of it and cashed out. And I get it.
Yeah. So that's wild, man. Cryptocurrency. I'm telling you, if a country like America says, "Oh no, crypto, no go," that's just gonna just die.
Some states are banning it. Some states are banning mining.
They're banning mining, yeah, due to the power it takes to mine. Because the server that they use to mine is so powerful, one server consumes a shitload of power.
But it's usually more than one server. It's a room full.
Oh, it's a room
server.
full. And the reason why it's a room full, because all those random numbers are trying to fucking calculate to even mine shit.
So I can't mine from my computer. I need.
Yeah, you could, but it's a good chance you're not going to really get shit out of it. You know what I mean? Because you don't have enough of that random, going on to try to. It's like I said, like hitting the lotto, trying to hit the lotto every second, basically. It's wild. The whole thing is wild. And then, like the Sacramento Kings basketball team have a server basement underneath the arena that mines, and that's what they do. They mine cryptocurrency.
Really?
Yeah.
What would the purpose be for that? Because I understand the purpose, because you're getting Bitcoin and you might make some money or whatever, but like think about how much they would have had to invest in everything to
with the
get
server
that started.
and the power. Their idea though is that to mine their own crypto so fans can use it in their arena when they go to buy a hot dog, and they're like, because you're gonna need some type of crypto card, a Visa or something. So when you swipe it, it just costs you 15 Dogecoin for that hot dog, and they have the crypto of their own to back it up, blah blah blah. So they can be giving you whatever they can, however they want. I don't know how they play it, but they can give you a change in crypto or some shit. But either way,
they currently doing.
No, they're just mining. You still can't. You can't spend crypto. They're just mining it.
Or get this. Check this out. You can buy a card, right? You give the arena money, like $50, and they put $50 on that card. Then you can use that to go buy a hot dog or a hat or a T-shirt. Because if you buy their crypto, this thing fluctuates up and down. You don't know if you got $50 on card
exactly.
at what time you have that $50. And
Exactly.
if you luck out and it goes up, maybe you got $60 because it went up. But chances are it's gonna go drop. Chances are you go to swipe it and like, oh, sorry, sir, you only have $5 on this card. I'm like, but I spent 50. So
and you know, and NBA teams that like Dallas Mavericks that take Dogecoin or some shit. If you use one of those Visa cards, they don't lose money because it converts into cash when you swipe your card from crypto.com. So they're more or less.
Do you think the price of a hot dog at the Dallas Arena is going to fluctuate during the game?
No. That's just it. The price will never change.
Prices don't
your
change.
Your card will just. It's kind of like if you go to Europe and use a credit card, right? It just. It just. What do you call that? What do you call that? Come on, somebody
converts.
Convert. It just converts. That's all. So your crypto just converts to real dollars when you swipe your Visa. That's all.
Current dollars or
whatever your
crypto
was worth on the card, basically. So if I have $12,000 worth of crypto on this card, it's going to convert to that dollar amount. And of course, like Carlos said, it fluctuates. So it can be worth $12. I can show up to the game. It's worth $7,000 all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like for example, I spent $58 on crypto. I look at it today. It's only worth 32 because it's lost so much.
Yeah.
The thing about that getting on a card, think about that when you have a card in your wallet and you're like, it's not even worth $58. It's worth 32 now. So you lost money. So why would you want to do that? Why would you want to spend money on like King's currency or whatever they want to call it? Well, you can just get a $50 gift card. It's always going to have $50 and it's always going to have whatever's left from what you spend.
No, you're right. And the crazy part about it too, like you just said, is they also realize wherever you get that Visa card from, they're also going to charge you a fee. So every time you swipe your card, it's probably going to be like, hey, we're going to take, 20 cents worth of cryptocurrency from you. You know what I mean? Now we own that little piece of crypto. We didn't have to mine that shit. We just got it from you.
I wish they had crypto back in the 90s because I could have explained away on those dates where my card didn't go through and be like, oh, yeah, fucking market, baby. Bitcoin this morning. I swear to God. I was going to get you a car after this.
But those damn Chinese, those commies got me. Those damn commies got me good.
You got any King's bucks, girl? Can you put in $5 on this meal?
All I got is that Mark Cuban money, baby. Oh, man. Let's take a break right here. Our Nerds Talking the podcast. We'll be right back.
Everybody knows just who we be, no need for ID. Fiending for some action, fiending for some passion. Girl, what you waiting for? Come and shake that ass then. Show me how that back been for me and all my kinsmen. Show me what I'm missing. All body language, but she got me listening. Body just glistening, shining so bright, even with scarce light. She knows what I'm after. I'm not a good actor. Straight to the point, we can skip the first chapter. Work it back out, professional chiropractor. Addicted to the flicker, addicted to the shimmer. Everybody thinks I'm in love with the strippers, but I'm in the back just fiending for her glitter.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny. I'm Lafayette, and I once bought a $3,000 piano, and I didn't know how to play piano. The truth. Yes.
Was it a grand or like electric?
No, it was electric. I saw like Timbaland or Dr. Dre. Like, this is how I produce. I was like, shit. Wait a second. If I buy that, I'll be like Dr. Dre.
Did it light up? Because I saw one that will kind of teach you how to play by.
No, not this.
Oh, you follow the lights and you play.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I wish. So about a week of me just going bing, 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 bing. I was like, you know what? Box this thing up. Gotta take it back. And
so you returned it?
I did. Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna do with it.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think that counts as a bad financial.
Well,
decision.
I have no patience to learn stuff.
Yeah, but you still got your credit back. I mean, not your money.
True, but I just bought more shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure it just went elsewhere. He dispersed it.
I just dispersed it amongst Guitar Center more. That's all.
Oh, that's right. Your ridiculous amount of credit at Guitar Center.
Yeah, not just Guitar Center. I'm telling you, I had a Best Buy card that got maxed out. I had you said structure or turned into, what was it? What did it turn into?
Express.
That got maxed out. I had a Macy's card that got maxed out.
When they gave you that card at Guitar Center, you should be like, I think I'll just buy the store and just rename it.
Yeah.
Take my card.
You employee, you are now mine.
People walk
Put
in.
it on my card.
Yeah, they walk in. Why is it called debit music? Just fucking play along, bro. Play along. I wasn't gonna call it deadbeat music. But it's just debit music.
How much did you make this week? I worked 40 hours. Put it on my card.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. Oh man, all bad. No, I was horrible with it, man. Everything, I'm telling you. I remember getting a call one time. We're at the movie theater. There's a bunch of us at the theater, and I don't know if it was insurance, somebody. All basically said is, "Hey, it didn't go through." I was like, "What do you mean? Your payment didn't go through?" It's like, "Oh shit!" And I had no money in the bank. I had about 8 credit cards in my pocket. I'm like, "Oh, wonder if one of these will work." And they took it, and I was like, "All right, I'm safe." And that's all. That's all it was. It was like just living credit to credit. Like this will last forever. And it hit me finally, like age like 26, that it doesn't last forever. Yeah, and it takes 7 years to get over. If you know what I mean.
When I was in the army, the creditors would call all the time, and they fucked up. Is Mr. Lee there? I'm like, nope. All right, thank you. Let them know. Jim from Wells Fargo called, and then one time they called up, and it was a girl, and she sounded hot too. Like, hey, is Johnny there? I'm like, yeah, Johnny's here. Hi, Johnny. This is Lisa from Wells Fargo. You owe us a couple thousand. Wow. I'm like, oh, that was good. You're good, girl.
You're good, Lisa. You're good.
I would ask you out, but you see my credit, and it's not good.
Well, my Bitcoin, it's not doing so good.
Yeah, no, it's all bad, man.
I used to work for a collections agency, and sometimes this is how we'd get people on the phone. Like, say we're looking for Johnny, right? So instead of calling and go, hey, is Mr. Lee there? This is so-and-so. When we call, as soon as someone picked up, hey, Johnny, what's going on? And then if they'd go, oh, hey, man, like if they would respond like it was them, then you hit them with, hey, this is so-and-so looking for this much money.
Right.
You tagged them. So now you verified their phone number, and if it's a good phone number, you just update it in their file. We got you, sucker. We know how to get a hold of you.
Dirty tricks, man. Dirty tactics.
Did you feel dirty after you left your shift every day?
Look, how did you feel? How did you feel?
We did some dirty shit. We did some illegal shit. But all they ever did was preach to us, oh, you can't break this law, you can't break this law. And I actually used that one time. I don't even know why, but I know why. I was in collections. Someone was trying to collect on me, and I told him, yeah, call me on this day and we'll work it out. So anyway, he called me, but he called me like 10 times in a row. 10 times, like, call me. If I didn't answer, call right back, call right back, call right back, call right back. And that's not legal. So I took a screenshot of my phone and I emailed it to his supervisor, and they were no longer allowed to contact me. That debt had to be settled, and that was it. They couldn't contact me because they violated FDCPA laws.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you're just teaching people loopholes. I like this. This is a good segment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Guitar Center this Saturday.
I got my pen. Give me something else.
And well, here's another thing too. If you haven't paid a debt in a long time and they're still calling you, I can't remember what the statute of limitations is. I think it's 4 or 5 years. It's been a while since I've been out of the game, but if it's past that 4 or 5 years and they're still calling you, do not pay not even a penny. Because once you pay even a penny, if they go, hey, Johnny, give us a penny, we'll work it out. We'll cut this down. We'll like take 80% off, and we'll work something out. As soon as you pay them that penny, it starts all over. Now you're in collections for another 4 to 5 years. So don't do it. If you can't afford it, don't do it. But then again, if you can't afford it, don't get a credit card.
And you don't want to be in collections. Oh my God. I had one go to collections, even though I already paid it. And they forgot they didn't process it, and they put it to collections, and I had to fight it. So it took no joke, 2 years to get off my record. They finally said, oh yeah, no, you're right. You paid that before it went to collections. Like, you mother. And it's so bad on your credit. Oh, so bad. You don't want collections.
The worst bank was Bank of America, because they didn't keep your shit secure. I had somebody that was in the military, and I would call her at work, and she would answer only because I called her at work. She didn't want her CO to find out she's in collections. But anyway, it turns out she paid me on a Bank of America account. Well, when it came time to pay, before I called her, I actually called the 800 number for Bank of America. And all I did was put in her account number. and it never asked for anything like social, never asked for a PIN, never asked for a password, nothing, just straight account number. And then it said your balance is, and it would tell me to hit the balance. And if I knew she had money, I'd call her. Hey, you gonna make the payment? And if she tried to tell me she didn't have money, but she never did, she's like, oh yeah, I'll make a payment. Then I already knew, because if she didn't have money, I didn't bother calling. I'm like, I'm not gonna call you. You know, money.
When I used to work at Radio Shack, and this was late '90s, what you would do, because if someone writes a check for over $50, you just call the bank and you could verify funds, and they're not verifying who you are. You could just call and be like, oh yeah, they have $50 or they don't have this money. And then it was just that simple. I mean, I don't know how they do it now. I think they'll run the routing number and all that stuff.
Oh, it's so much better now. They put the check through a little machine, and the machine reads the banking number and the routing number, and it actually will go through right away, and it'll spit back out and print on the back that this is approved, like by the bank and everything. It's fantastic.
I mean, see, that doesn't take into account that I'm getting paid on Thursday, and you should run my shit on a Wednesday.
And my Bitcoin is went up.
I mean, don't write checks. You know
but now, but now when you call, even for your own bank account, you got to put your damn
everything
account number. You got to put a PIN number. You got to verify your age. You got all kinds of shit. But back then, it was like, hey, yo, she got money.
But now I get it, because all the cybersecurity bullshit, you know. Back then, you didn't have that. It was just, you know your account number? Yeah, okay, cool. Nobody else knows it but you.
But it was automated, what I did. It wasn't, talking to nobody.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys ever write post-dated checks?
No.
Look, man, I'm gonna write you a check on Tuesday. Bitcoin is supposed to go up by Friday.
I feel like in the military, they have a lot of ways to take advantage of people's monies. And then like the pizza joints were the same thing. All right, you can write a post-dated check for up to 2 weeks. And you know, if you go by any military place, you're gonna see the same things: strip club, the cleaners, pawn shops, and then used car lots, and then just repeat it just for miles. And I used to write post-dated checks all the time. I'm like, dude,
to a stripper?
No, to pizza joints.
I like how it's pizza joints. This is the weirdest thing. Pizza joints.
It's just because because they're the ones that took post-dated checks.
No, I know, but
I wrote that shit to McDonald's if I could.
Well, because I think the first car I bought, I did that. Now that you brought it up, I wrote like a check with down payment for like $2,000, but I said, hey, I wrote the date on it. Cash that Friday. Okay, we'll wait till Friday. And
I did that too with a car.
Yeah, so that's I think it's a little, but man, pizza joint. That's just it's good. Man, that's now if you had to give advice now to people when it comes to credit cards, what would be your advice?
I got into a lot of my trouble in the military. My advice for military guys was just to be smarter with your money. And then as far as strip clubs, she don't love you. She don't love you.
That's it.
Do not pay for the champagne room. And she don't love you. I knew a guy. What's that?
Didn't T-Pain do a song about that?
Well, maybe he served in the military. I don't know. Yeah. But I remember one guy, we had just gotten deployed to Bosnia. He was telling me about his girl that he just met. He said that she was a waitress at a strip club. I was like, all right, well, you know, she's not a stripper, you know, but she looks as good as the strippers. That's what he kept telling me. And then he told me that he gave her power of attorney over all this shit before he left, so she can like pay his bills and stuff. And lo and behold, once he got that check with the hostile fire pay and stuff like that, it was all gone.
Wow.
And and then, you know, I didn't give him advice. I didn't have that ability at the time, but I was just thinking, well, that's a good idea. Of course you would do that if you're in love, right? That's all I was thinking. Like, yeah, if you love her, you should trust her with your money and your fucking credit.
Okay, well, Lord.
I know much better now.
When he told you that story, you were like, Cinnamon? You know her too? Oh, she takes care of my stuff too, man. She's my accountant.
That's all bad. That is all bad. How about you, Carlos? If you had to give somebody advice right now, what would be your advice for people that are just getting credit and somebody that's, you know, a little bit older in life.
Do not get credit cards. Okay. People will tell you can't build credit without credit cards. Well, you can, but it would have to be like cars, car loans, home loans, things of that nature. But if you're going to get a credit card and you want to build credit, make sure you have money to cover what you're buying. For example, if you want to build credit, take your credit card, go to the gas station, pay your gas, but make sure it's a credit card that's linked to your checking account. Because in that way, as soon as you're done paying for that gas, get on your phone, transfer the amount from your checking account to your credit card. That's how you'll build credit, and you'll never have a standing balance. Just use it for things like that nature. And then if you ever get above your head in this stuff, do not use credit consolidation companies, because how that works is they can only help you out if you're delinquent. So if you're not delinquent and your credit is in good standing with these companies, these credit consolidation companies will hold on to your credit and not make a payment until after 90 days, because now you're delinquent. That's when they start hammering away and trying to get deals.
Sneaky.
And now your credit is gone to shit.
JG Wentworth, whatever his name is.
I went through one of those. It wasn't necessarily a consolidation company, but it was like I would pay them $1,200 a month, and then they would disperse my funds. They would try and negotiate with companies, but some of them just wouldn't budge, and then they would pay off the highest interest loan first. And I mean, it worked. Eventually, I got all my shit paid off, and it's good to go.
That's good. That's good. I mean, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wasn't necessarily consolidation. It was they were just I was paying them $50 a month
to handle your shit.
They were kind of like your financial coach, because they know you were going to spend that. You're going to go to Cinnamon with $1,200 a month. Hey, girl, what can you do with this?
Yeah, no, it's true though. I think you should spend. If you have credit, you can only spend as much as you have in the bank. So if you have $2,000 in your checking, look at it that way. Okay, I can go to Target with my Target card and spend $100 because I can probably pay this tomorrow. You're just using it for credit purposes to get your credit looking good. But if I'm gonna go to Target and spend $200 and I have $100 in the bank, well, you're off to a bad start. It's really just the way to look at it. You can't spend above your means. Like that's just the old saying.
That's why I said you should get a credit card that's linked to your checking account. Like if whatever bank you're checking,
like
get
a Wells Fargo card,
right?
Yeah.
So that way, when you transfer it, it's an instant transfer. Or if it's like a Citibank and you log in, you transfer the money. It takes a while to transfer, a couple of days. Then it takes a couple of days to clear.
Yeah.
But if you do it the other way, then you're not holding any balance. You just straight across the board.
Yeah.
Man.
And I also think if you do get a credit card, at least get something that you can take advantage of. Something that, I don't know, gives you travel
like
miles
air mileage
or hotel points or
money back or something.
Yeah, money back. Like Target gives you every purchase like 10% off or some shit. Just use it, get your 10% off, pay it immediately so they don't charge you the interest, and boom, you just save your 10%. Like just
or
little
you
shit
can get
like that.
5% off and get the Target Red Card, which is linked directly to your checking account. Every time you use that,
I have the red
off.
card. That's what I got. I don't have my Target card doesn't have a Visa thing on it or anything. It's just a red card.
Yeah. So it's not a credit card. It's just
no. It's just a straight. Well, no, this one is a credit card. It's a Target red card. It's not linked to my bank account.
Mine's isn't either.
Yeah, I still have to go through the Target app, pay it through the app. Now, what you're saying, you can do that, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to work like a credit, like it's credit.
Mine
credit.
is like yours.
Mine's like my Best Buy card. It's a straight up Best Buy credit card.
Exactly, because you can't use it anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, actually, my Best Buy card you can, but I do not.
No, I mean your Target card.
Yeah, you're right. Your Target card you cannot use anywhere else. But if I had to recommend, Target's a good place to get a card because they have all your essentials, right? So a place like Target's fine. A place like a clothing store is a death sentence. Don't do it. You're just gonna keep going back.
That weekend, you're gonna look fly as fuck.
You are gonna with your Crocs on and your board shorts.
And you should get a keytar next time.
Oh,
walk down the street in your Crocs, playing your keytar.
Bing, bing, nice. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, hell yeah. That's or buy an accordion. Straight out. I think accordions fit Crocs and socks.
Bagpipes.
Agreed.
Yeah. See.
There's one way to build your credit. I forget what it's called, but with my credit union, I gave them $350, and then they gave me back a credit card worth that had $300 credit.
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
50, I mean, I'd never lost that $50, but it was essentially just a secured.
Secure card. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I used that for a few
So
years.
it's like
to
a
build up my credit.
prepaid credit
Exactly.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy, his credit score is really good. He's never had an actual credit card, which is sad. He's like 32 years old. He's never had a credit card.
Nothing
And-
wrong with that.
Well, because he basically lived at home till he was like 26, and he's a sheltered little whatever. Anyway,
Ah.
so his bank gave him one of those cards, like, hey, you know what? This is an actual bank credit card, but it actually comes out of your account. So that's how he built up his credit. It's not a debit card, it's an actual credit card, but it actually comes out of his account every time he swipes it. So he actually doesn't have credit. And it was only worth $300. So he couldn't go somewhere and like, I'm gonna buy this $500 whatever TV and swipe it because it wouldn't work. You know, he'd have to bust out his actual debit card for that. But because he was scared of credit. His parents scared him to death of basically going bankrupt and all that shit and having debt.
I wish
So?
my parents would have scared me a little bit more.
No, my dad taught me the right way. If you have money, try to get rid of it as fast as possible. Because
Someone's gonna come get it.
Yeah, everybody else is gonna want it. Just get rid of it. And if you don't have money, this little card will give you more of it. What? Yeah. And then get rid of that money as fast as possible. So I took all his lessons and were like, yeah, you a genius. You should be on the CNBC or whatever, one of those money shows.
Just have a segment every week. What the fuck are you doing with that money? Get rid of it.
Why do you have money for? You're gonna die with it? Just spend it. What?
That's perfect, man. He's like, don't worry about paying your bills. They'll call you to remind you that you missed a payment.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Somebody will
They'll
call you.
Don't worry about it.
Oh man, you swiped that one time at Best Buy, it doesn't work. Oh, you guys haven't called me yet. So my bad. They just leave. Just walk out.
Oh, but have you ever done this? Made a payment and then go try to spend the money right away because you have money on your card now, like that same day.
That doesn't work.
I know it doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Have you guys ever done layaway? I've never done it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never done anything on layaway.
No, I don't think I have. I guess whatever I would want. Let's say it's a TV that I would want to lay away. There was always going to be a TV in my eyes. It wasn't like a special TV that one of a kind, it's limited edition or whatever. So there was never anything that I wanted to put on layaway because you can't get it right away. You just having them put it in the back and then you're making payments
Until you pay it off.
I've never had a layaway situation. And then how about like a rent-a-center? You guys ever do that shit?
Hell no.
Yeah, same here. No, I don't know. I don't know if I know anybody that has done that type of shit.
I know some people that have, but they were all military guys. They were trying to furnish their apartments, and then they just, I don't have to pay this week. We're cool.
I thought that was always odd. Like you can rent like video game consoles from them too. And what they don't realize is in the end, you're paying like 5 times the amount of that console after you had it for like 2 years. You know?
Right.
I'm like, you people stupid or something? Like,
well, the thing is, like when you can rent refrigerators and couches and stuff, that stuff's been paid for like time and time again. I mean, they've already got their money for it. So now every time they send it out, it's profit.
Yeah. I think if you were to rent a center, I think the only thing that probably would make sense is something like a refrigerator, you know? If it was, say, you're paying like $15 a month for it and it's a pretty good quality, that'd probably be a good thing to go get at a rent-a-center is a refrigerator. Other than that,
I mean, it's pretty essential too. You
yeah.
can't
That's
just
what I'm
get
saying.
by with a cooler. You need a refrigerator. So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get like a table and this and that, man. And that's another thing. You know what? You want to get a good credit card, furniture store if you need it. Just make get yourself some good. Like I said, credit cards gotta be used for essential shit, man. The problem is people get in debt because they buy shit they don't need, and that's where debt comes from. And
the furniture places, though, they'll get you. I lost a couch, table, and entertainment center in my breakup. I still had to pay for that shit.
But that's not the fucking problem of the furniture store.
Man, fuck that bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know where I blacked out. What happened?
I like how the furniture store will get you because you took my shit.
I'm just saying. It was a rough couple of years.
You're like the dude who ate the sandwich and didn't eat the whole thing. I didn't eat the whole thing. Hey man, she took it. She should pay for it. It's
She
under your
should've,
name.
but
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
a good one. That's a
I'm
good
just
one.
because it went to the creditors and they were pretty. They were one of the ones that
No,
wouldn't
see,
negotiate.
that's the messed up part is that it went to the creditors. You don't even have this shit anymore.
So, I mean, I had to
That's-
pay $3,500 to break.
You have
up
to
with
pay
this shit.
somebody's furniture for them.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question: Why did she think it was her furniture?
Why did you let her take it?
Yeah, those are. There you go.
There was I was moving into a spot where I couldn't move it to. Didn't
Okay.
have enough storage.
Okay. Number one.
And
So basically,
it was easier to not fight anymore. Just here, take your shit. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
did
wanna-
ask about it because when I finally bought a house, I'm like, hey,
Where's my
I
shit?
know that furniture. She's like, well, we're using it. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But there was kind of a funny story with that breakup is when I go to like pick up the rest of my shit, she's already has she has a new boyfriend at the time, I think, and then somebody else living there. And I've met all these people before, so there was nothing hostile. Anyways, I go in the one room, I'm packing my shit. I'm like, hey, do you mind if I take this ironing or the iron? It's a pretty nice iron. I think I paid like $70 for it. And she's like, well, why don't you just take all the light bulbs too? And then her and her friends fucking laughed. I'm like, okay, that's cool. On the way out, I started fucking taking light bulbs, like, because they were in the, having dinner, and I was in the other room. I was like, my fucking, even the ones that were on, I think fingers were burning. I took I got a whole bag of light bulbs.
Nice. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, it works. Hey,
did you at least get the iron?
I did.
Iron and light bulbs? Okay.
Yeah. You guys need any light bulbs, by the way?
You still have them? Wow.
Yeah, sentimental value, man. I only give it away to
But they're
really
probably not the good.
people now.
They're not the good HD ones I can get nowadays. Probably, they're probably old, so I don't fuck with that, bro.
No, but they burn with the power of freedom. I mean, that's you can't pay
with the power of payback.
Yeah.
Power of revenge.
It's delicious.
Yes, your light bulbs are Steven Seagal specials. Everything's revenge. Nice, very good, very good. Carlos, do you have anything else to add to this?
I do not.
Well, fantastic. All right, we'll take one more break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Why Lafayette? What is so valuable about him? He wants glory.
My man Nutso!
I do want to talk about Lafayette because this is historic. This is historic. He wants glory. Without Lafayette, in truth, we have to be honest here.
Let me tell you a little story about this boom dizzle. Cause I was bamboozled by this line, motherfuckers just a little. The GOAT gave me hope, told me I was pretty dope. Saw me rock the microphone and said I know which way to go. We'll shoot a video, maybe do a couple shows. Shake them hands, kiss some babies, with the pretty ladies. Ladies love you too, just like they love Cool J. Understand what I say?
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Lafayette here, Johnny there, and Carlos there. Marie stepped out after the first segment. She had to go attend a soccer game. She is a soccer aficionado. I'm not sure she's any good at soccer, but she talks like she is. So I'll take her word for it.
Carlos, you play with her. Is she any good?
What's your assessment on Marie? She's a good player.
I'd put her on my team.
That's not
she's decent.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys put me on your basketball team just because I lived down the street. So like, I wasn't that good.
Yeah, but
Hey, you're supposed to say no. You were really good.
You didn't let me finish, man.
Yeah, you just cut him off.
Yeah, you had like a decent.
I'm
jump
defensive.
shot.
We were talking about the X.
He had a good set shot. It was a set shot. He couldn't shoot off the dribble.
It was a set shot. That's
Set
true.
shot.
Johnny had to set himself up.
He had to do a set shot. Yeah, it wasn't
Plant his feet.
Wear
his shoulders.
Like he watched all these training videos. He must have, because that's what his shot looked like.
Everyone
training
get
video.
10 feet away from me and be quiet.
Back up, man. Put your arms down. I can't see the rim.
Oh, that's okay. Our last go is Karens. Anybody see a Karen in public? Anybody know a Karen? If you know what a Karen is, it's a nagging ass bitch that bitches about everything.
I feel bad for people that are really named Karen. They're getting a lot of flack lately, and anytime a crazy stuck up person gets on video and hits a web, they're a Karen. I run into them a lot at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now you mean they're the ones calling you for help? Or wait, you don't work outside the station. So how do you
Well,
run into them at work?
even then, it just kind of depends. It was like you get a lot of when I was on the streets, you get a lot of interesting calls. You get a lot of depends on where you're at. So South Sac, for example, you're gonna get into some fist fights. You're gonna it's different when you cross over to that border into like Elk Grove, and then these people are gonna write letters and like actually get you in trouble, type of thing. So,
what's a good one? What's a good one where you showed up and then she bitched and you're almost like, my God, it's such a waste of time. Like it was like nonsense. It was almost like somebody crossed the street illegally and some bullshit.
I don't want to
just
all right. Well, so I don't want to bash parents out there because I'm a parent now and I know it can be difficult. But don't call me if your kid doesn't go to school. Like that's just, and I've gone on that call before. It's like, all right, you don't want to. You're already there, so fuck it. And then you talk to the kid. And
what's the age range of the kid typically?
Usually young teens.
Oh, okay.
Maybe junior high, maybe 12, 11. But yeah, so they're not going to school, so you have to convince them to get up and go to school. It's kind of a lose situation because you're an authority figure and the kid's going to listen to you or whatever, but you can't talk to them the way you can't scare them straight because their mom's standing right there, and then so I'm not a big fan of those. It's like my mom had she would never call the cops to get me to school. She just beat my ass. I know you can't do that anymore, but I went to school. I had pretty good attendance.
I was gonna say your mom was a judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah,
she was just an executioner.
No, you're right. It's man, that's such an odd thing to call for. I think the whole defund the police for certain situations. That's one of them. Like, don't send the cops out there. What do you mean? Don't send anybody out there. Just we're good. Like.
Yeah, be a parent.
Like my kid won't go to school. Like, oh my God. Like, all right, send the parking ticket guy or some shit. Like,
no, my cousin did have an issue with her kid stealing from his like grandma and his parents, and she asked me to talk to him, and they brought him down by the jail. And since it was family, I was like, I think I'm gonna scare this kid straight. And so like threw cuffs on him, and I like took him inside and I showed him like where people live essentially. Yeah, this is where you're gonna get raped.
And there ain't gonna be no goat, buddy. There's no lotto tickets here.
You stop smiling. It's not
you
funny.
Lost a lotto of life.
You want to continue making noises when you fart?
Straighten up. Oh, whoa, you want to shit easily? Do you?
It's not funny. It's a little funny. It's not that funny.
We'll laugh about it later. But right now, I'm scared you straight.
So if it's family, you can scare him straight a little. He cried a little bit, and I'm pretty sure he still stole though. It didn't quite work.
Yeah. Well, I got a Karen story for you. Okay,
tell me a Karen story.
Karen story. I told Carlos a story already off air. Karen story just happened recently, literally just like 5 days ago. All right, brand new hardware store opens up in the neighborhood. I need to go there to grab some stuff. They're having a grand opening. The parking lot is packed. They're giving away hot dogs, hamburgers, the good old grand opening type of thing. And there's no parking spots but one, and it's a handicapped parking spot. So I decided to park there because I have handicapped license plates. And as I get out, there's 3 ladies beside me in a pickup truck. They're eating their hot dogs on the bed of the pickup truck, and one lady goes, "That's tacky." And the lady goes, "What is it?" "He's parking in a handicapped spot." And she goes, "Well, he has plaques. They're probably from China." And as I'm getting out and walking by, she goes to the effect of, "You should go back to where you came from." I don't say anything. I just keep walking past, and I go into the store, and I'm like, "Wow, that's wild." That's my interpretation. Like, because it's not ever said to me directly. It's still said to their friends, and the friend said like numerous times, "No, he has this thing on his license plate." And when I came out, the lady, one of the friends, just waved hi to me and said, "Oh, hi." And I just said, "Oh, I did. Hey, what's up?" And I just went into my car. And then the lady was coming to the tailgate as I was getting back in my car, and I drove away. And of course, they got the American flags hanging off the back of the pickup. And You know, and I told my buddy the story. He's like, "Did you see the maggot stickers on their truck?"
I was gonna ask you the same question.
And
Their red
I said the
hats.
tailgate was down, man. And this is I was just like, so then I came home and I tell the girl, and she's like, "Man, discrimination. I've never had that happen to me before." And like, that's weird. And then she's like, "Well, you are pretty brown." That was the response I got.
Her and my brother are gonna get along.
And it's just yeah, that whole thing was crazy. And that's the first time somebody's done that about like the handicap thing, but all the other stuff added on.
She was expecting Quasimodo to come out of there.
Yeah. And it's not, yeah. And it was just tacky because, you know, because I think everybody assumes a handicapped person is an old person, you know, typically. And that's, you know, so yeah, it was just, I was like, wow. Because when she said China license plate, I was like, oh, wish.com. That's what I thought. Like, that's probably where I can get them.
Yeah, is that I've never gotten fake plates before. So is that where you go?
Yeah, it's where I go. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, it was weird because the first thing I thought too was a Karen. Like, oh, we got a Karen on our hands here.
You told her friend when you were leaving, yeah, just let her know I'm going back to where I came from, Redondo Beach, just down the street. Over there.
See, I feel like you should be able to just, you should have just said, I'm sorry, what was that, Karen? And then acknowledging she's a Karen in front of her friends, and then she would act like a Karen. You know, you're one to push buttons, and I'm surprised you didn't push any buttons.
Because I'm the type of person that I won't do it if it's not directed towards me.
Let's clarify this.
I don't. So if you say it to me, it's different. If you're saying it to your friends and I'm walking by, I'm like, you seem to have a problem. Like, guess what? I got a fucking parking spot. Like,
you've noticed the Lafayette stories of when he pushes buttons, like Angela Johnson.
Oh, she's a
These
bitch.
Are internet buttons, man. These aren't in your face buttons.
I got a Google for you too. Yeah, I got a Facebook one for you. It just happened yesterday.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So I always get these human interest stories on my Facebook page. You know, I don't know if you guys want to know what Unilat is. Anyway, they give you human interest stories. Well, the human interest story was about a mom and a daughter, and how the daughter wants to learn the tradition of throat singing, which is like the Indian. You know, the Indians go like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just thought they showed the video of her teaching her daughter. Her daughter like couldn't really get it. She was kind of laughing, but she's like, "No, just show me." And it was just awkward. She, you know. And I was like, so I wrote back. This is my comment. My comment says, "Listen, traditions are great. Some of them you just gotta let them go." And then here comes a ton of, "You don't have culture. You know what the hell you're talking about." Like it was like 20 different responses like that, and every response back to them was a sad superhero origin story. So the first one says, "Sadly, I don't have culture. My parents died at 12 years old when we exited the movie theater, and they both got shot and mugged. Now I live a lonely life, running on rooftops and standing on gargoyles, with circus. So as a circus orphan as my best friend." And one person put underneath, "Touche, Batman." I was like, yeah, you got it. And it was like everyone was like that. My next one was how I was an orphan on a Kansas farm, and how my dad died in a tornado. I moved to the big city to write news stories, and I feel like I'm saving the world one story at a time. You know, somebody wrote Superman. I was like, yeah, you got it. And it was all like, and one person got so pissed when I gave her the Spider-Man story. She's like, "That's not funny. That's not culture." And then somebody just wrote, I get your pain, bro. Everybody thinks that you're just joking. You're hiding all your pain under laughter, but they don't understand the life of a vigilante. And I'm like, yeah, you get it.
I think you missed the opportunity. I mean, it's not too late, but you could just be like, you know what? Let's talk about it on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
Invite them on.
Come on, Karen. You'll be our
Karen.
first.
You can come on. No, it's just it's funny because it's a thing like, it's like, yeah, if I would say something like that, it's and you come back with like somebody wrote something like, "That's rude and you don't have culture," and that's the person that got my Spider-Man story. Right. It's like, ew, you can't, if you're gonna say something and I say it back, you got to take it because you decided to respond to it. Like, I'm gonna dish it back to you. Now, if that lady in the parking lot, you're right. If all of a sudden I didn't hear her say anything, but it popped up on my Facebook, like, and she took a picture of my car and said, "Look at this guy. This is tacky," I would have responded right back on Facebook, like, "You bitch, I'm in the store. Why don't you come inside?"
Yeah, but why not?
I got a hammer.
Why not right in front of her? grab that.
Well,
hot
because
dog
I
and-
always feel like that's like that person is like, it's like that person's a piece of turd. I don't really care. Like she's not saying it to me. She doesn't have the balls to go tell me to me. She has to tell her two friends, and then her friends to point it out to her. Well, look at his license plates, and I'm like, yeah, they just did
so
it for
that
me.
passive aggressive action is
It's
very
more like
douchebaggy.
it's more like don't like if you're gonna say it, if you have the balls to say it to me when I get out of my car. Like actually because that happened one time. My other brother went with me to the movies. This is a long time ago, like probably like, I don't know, 2009 when I got my license plates, whatever. And I went to go visit them in good old sack of potatoes. We went to the movies and somebody actually came up to the car and said, "Why you parked here?" Started going off about his daughter because his daughter was in a wheelchair. And my brother literally just went off on him. And the dude just said, "Oh, sorry about that." And he walked away. And I was like, dude, we can park here. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna even argue with you. Like, what's the point of me telling you why I can park here? What's that gonna do for you? I'm not gonna move my car for you. Like,
Well, I mean that's some people's pet peeves is the whole handicap parking thing, people parking in the wrong spot type of thing. I don't like people that take up two spots.
oh, that's a pain in the ass for everybody. Well, my pet peeve about handicap parking, that's you brought that up, is people that have the red handicap parking placards.
It's temporary, right?
Temporary, but they're expired.
Oh.
I'm like, motherfucker, I could have parked here. It's Christmas time. I got close to the mall. I got to walk.
No, everywhere I went, I just had Bobby drive because he claimed we had parking karma.
Parking karma. Fucking parking karma. And I love when he couldn't find a good parking spot. It was almost like we shouldn't. You know what? Let's just leave. Almost
just
like
come back
he doesn't want to
another
take his
day.
chances anymore. Because then it's not a loss. If he doesn't park at all, it's not a loss. He's like, no.
The record is still intact.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Still doing pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, man. Karen, I don't know. Like I said, Karens. That goes for anybody though. That just make a snide remark, but they don't say it to you, but it's directed towards you. So I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna say shit. I'm like, that's just words you're saying to whomever you're saying it to. Now, if you say it to me, that's different, but you're not, because you just want to. I don't know what you want to do in front of your friends, or I don't know. Like, that's the type of person that feels like between all three of them ladies, that she's the superior one. You know what I mean? I have the balls to call it out. So
It's like when someone tells you off, and then when you go home, yeah, well, what I should have said was, it's over, man. But you go off and on and just trying to make it sound like you're a tough
like
guy.
that whole thing. Like that's how I am too. Like I'm not that. Oh, I should have said this. Well, it doesn't matter. It's already done with. It's past. Like, who cares at this point? You know what I mean? Like, I'll never see that person again. Probably my whole entire life. I don't give a shit. Like, so
I had what are male Karens? Do they have a name? Or I mean, you just call them assholes or whatever.
Douchebags. I don't know.
All right. So, anyways, I live in a neighborhood that's pretty nice. So we have a lot of letter writers in my neighborhood. And I was walking my dog, and
letter writers.
He was like, "Hey, can you keep your dog off my lawn?" I'm like, "All right." But I don't see what the big deal is if he's just walking on your lawn. He's like, "Well, I'm just tired of people and their dogs and they poop on my lawn, this and that." And I'm like, "I got a bag of shit right here. So you're obviously not talking to me." "Well, not you then." I'm like, "So you're just gonna confront everyone with a dog? Like, that kind of makes you come out like an asshole." He's like, "No, the assholes are the ones that shit on my lawn." I'm
With
like,
the dogs.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, first of all, you're not mowing your lawn. You have a gardener. Like, are you defending your gardener, or like what are you so upset about? I have a bag of shit in my hand. I could prove it to you and open it up. But I feel like some of as the income levels might increase, maybe the douchery increases.
100%.
He'd have went back later that night and shit on his lawn.
Thought about it, but with my diet, it's all weird.
Yeah, you have to wait a couple of days.
You'd have been there for a while. Like, oh man.
And then I'm like sitting there taking pictures. I'd get caught for sure.
But you're right.
You're
you're right about what the income changes the whole person's attitude. Low income, they don't give a shit.
I would agree.
And then higher, like the high income, they're good.
Writing letters.
Too classy. I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna call the police. My kid doesn't want to drink water. Like, and the middle income is kind of where you find the middle ground. It's kind of like a hit and miss.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely an income thing too, for sure. But when you got a nice lawn, I get it. So Don't shit on my lawn.
The other kicker is the motherfucker had moved in like 2 weeks. His shit was already for sale. He was like leaving. He's gone. Why fucking talk shit to me?
All right, that's our show. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the podcast. We'll catch you next time. I'm Lafayette. That's Carlos.
Bye-bye.
That's Johnny.
See ya.
All right, Johnny. All right, that's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the podcast. See you next time.